Hey guys, what is up, the Gaming Gadget here, and welcome back to another video. To start off, again, I'd like to apologize that this video is late, as well as the other ones this week. It's because I've been pretty busy lately with tests for school and other projects. But I am finally here to review this new episode of The Flash of Season 4, episode number 9. Now guys, this was the mid-season finale, and there will be no more episodes of The Flash until mid-January. So we have a lot of predictions to go over, but let's get into the video. So as you guys know, I beforehand had predicted that Barry would go to prison, and then the Golden Fighter comes along with this comment that you can see on screen right now. And he says, what if he goes to prison because he's framed for the Bow's death? So put our two minds together, and he got an outcome of what happened in this week's episode. Now, because he was framed for the Bow's murder, obviously he is going to be going to court, where obviously he is going to be judged. Now we know from the promo for next episode that the only way that Barry can really get around going to prison is if he reveals himself to be the Flash. This would just get him out of prison, I'm guessing, just because it's the Flash doing it. They know that he was protecting the city, and therefore he's not going to be judged guilty. Now, I was thinking a lot about this. I literally sat down at the table for like 2 hours sketching diagrams, trying to figure out what Barry would do to get out of this. And honestly, I don't think that he is going to get out of it. I think that he is going to be sentenced guilty by the jury, and he's going to have to spend a sentence in prison. Here in prison, though, he's going to meet other metahumans, such as the metahumans from the bus that the Thinker had made from the dark matter. And as we know, some of these metahumans know about the Thinker, some of them don't. Now, these ones that do know about him, Barry might be able to ask them a couple questions, get a little bit more understanding of who the Thinker is and what his main goal and objective is for the season. And if this is the case, maybe it's to Barry's best advantage to be sentenced guilty instead of innocent. Now, the only problem is, how is he going to get out of prison? Now guys, I have seriously no idea right now on how that's gonna work. So I'd like you guys to leave your predictions down in the comments below. I will want to hear as much detail as you want to put in it, whether just a little bit or a lot of detail. Tell me how you guys think that he's gonna get out of prison, if he does end up being sentenced guilty. Now, we had a lot of interesting stuff with the Thinker in this episode as well, such as him switching bodies to Dominic's. Now, my theory for the Thinker is that his main plan right now is to try to keep himself alive. But after him switching body, that theory hangs on a single thread. As we know, his previous body was deteriorating, and one of the questions we now have is if this body's gonna start deteriorating too. Now, if it does start deteriorating, then we know that at least a main plot of his plan is to keep himself alive, to keep himself living, and to keep himself from dying. Now, however, this body is not deteriorating, then we know that that isn't his main objective, at least anymore. Now, before you guys get angry at me in the comments and say that this body is obviously not deteriorating, listen to my point. If deterioration is a side effect of his metahuman powers, then of course his new body is going to be deteriorating too. However, if it is not a side effect and it was just from being struck by lightning, then obviously that body isn't going to deteriorate. However, Barry also got struck by lightning, and his body has not deteriorated by the least degree. Now you may say, because of the Speed Force, he has super healing powers that stop it from deteriorating, but we have had some instances where he is in very, very bad health. When he was up against Zoom, when he had to be in Dr. Well's wheelchair because he couldn't even stand, when he went up against Gorilla Grodd in some of the episodes, there's been a lot of times where he's been in very bad health conditions, and if his body could really heal that fast, then I don't think that he would have all this blood and scars on his face as easily as he does. So my prediction is that his main objective is to try to stay alive as long as possible, and he's calculated that there's only one possibility and everything that could happen in the future where he stays alive. And in order to stay alive, he has to execute these events perfectly to make it line up with the future where he is alive. Now, another thing arises since he's in Dominic's body, and that is, could he spy on Team Flash while Barry is in prison and kind of figure out what they're doing, try to figure out their plans a little bit in stopping him, and therefore be able to make a better counter move. And even if Barry does find out that the Bow is spying on Team Flash through that body, could he not tell them just because he'll be able to spy on the Bow too? My guess is that he will spy on them as long as he can until Barry does give out the secret that that isn't Dominic and that that's the Bow who's put his brain into Dominic's body. Now, of course, next episode, I believe it comes out on January 16th, is going to have a lot to do with the trial of the Flash, and we'll find out if a lot of my predictions are right in that new episode. Anyways though guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching, and of course, Gadget on.